Hey everyone, I am so excited to be doing this training for you guys today. It's near and dear to my heart, and so I'm just going to jump right in. So first of all, my name is Edie. I'm a superstar director. I've been with Scentsy for 12 years, and that's going to be part of our story today. So I do have some notes below, so don't mind me doing my eye shifting, but I am just so excited that I'm able to present this topic to you guys for World Tour, and I hope that you have a pen and paper because I want you to be able to relate to the story. I want you to be able to interact with me, as much as you can on the other side of the camera, but I want you to really think about your process and your journey into Scentsy. All right. First of all, have you ever had a plan that you had put in place? You'd really thought it through. You had all your systems lined up. You knew dates and times and the paper that you would use, or the pen that you would use, or the app that you would use, or the time frame that you would try to do that in. Did you ever make a plan, have it work for a long time, feel really confident about it, and then have somebody yank the rug right from under you? I bet you're raising your hand, right? We've all had well planned out plans. We've all had that opportunity where we felt like it was just all gonna work out, and then had the rug pulled out from under us. It happens, and I'm here to share with you a couple different stories as to how I overcame those obstacles and what it took as a human being for me to carry on and to move forward. So we're going to utilize my Scentsy business as the example because ultimately those two examples I'm going to give you are actually in my Scentsy business. I'm also going to ask you, has there ever been a time where you've been confronted with an obstacle that you were just like, you know what? Throwing in the towel. I'm all done. I quit. I can't do this. Pretty much every single consultant has had that thought go through his or her mind. I can guarantee you. So you are not alone. Okay. I am included in that. And it goes back as far as right when I first started. So I joined Scentsy as kind of a hobby. It wasn't anything that I was going to do as a career. It was just kind of filling some time that I had. I was newly an at-home wife. I was no longer working in the corporate world, which is what I had spent my majority of my life doing. And I never really had any expectations for the business, for the Scentsy business. And I knew right out of the gate that I was going to be brought with an obstacle, and it became very apparent in my first month in Scentsy. So here's the deal. I live in a town of less than 200 people. The Direct Sales Association says that there should be one consultant per 200 customers. That's buying customers. So out of 200 people in my town, I pretty much can guarantee that not all 200 are going to buy, right? So I pretty much saturated the entire area with myself. And I knew that if I wanted to have, well, here's the deal. I had one party, the whole town showed up, and I was done, right? Now what? What do I do now? You can't do other parties. You could, but I wasn't going to gain more customers, more or new customers, right? I was kind of stuck and stagnant in this area of the same people. So one of two things needed to happen, and you're gonna see a theme growing. One of two things. I either needed to dig my heels in and figure out a way to make it work, or I was gonna quit. It was one of the two. Obviously, I'm standing here as a superstar director. I didn't quit. I dug my heels in and we moved forward. What does it take for an individual to dig their heels in and move forward? Ultimately, I could know everything. I could be a genius. I could know everything about everything and still not accomplish anything if I don't have the right mindset. And everybody went, oh God, Edie, she's going to talk about mindset. Yep. You know why? Because mindset is the root of all ability and drive and passion to move forward or to move backwards. It's movement, right? So with the right mindset and the right knowledge, you can accomplish a lot, right? But with just knowledge, you can't accomplish much, right? So when I said I'm going to dig my heels in, I said, you know what? I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to work on what I need to do because I know I can to get new customers. I'm going to reach different avenues. I'm going to use different techniques. I'm going to find out what online is, because back then, online home partying was not something that was done. And so I used my creativity and I created ways to run my business, right? So the mindset was that I had hope that I could do what needed to be done to succeed. Hope is the drive of everything, right? If you have no hope, then you have no drive. If you have no hope, you have no passion. If you have no hope, you have no reason to push forward. Okay. Here we are, right? I'm not going to sit here and tell you how I did things. That's a different training altogether. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that some of the other breakouts are talking about how-tos. What I want you to focus on is the ability to create a mindset that will allow for growth, passion, drive, success. Okay? All right. I, throughout the last 12 years, decided that digging my heels in meant succeeding, but also teaching others how to do that, right? Which I've done. Created Facebook party. I didn't create Facebook parties. Let's reword that. I enhanced Facebook parties. I allowed the social media platforms that were available to be my home, to be my town, right? And so what that did is it opened up this plethora of customers that allowed me to grow my business, right? But if I had not had any hope that that could be possible, it would never have happened. And without hope, you don't have drive. Without hope, you don't have passion. Okay, you're getting this, right? You're getting it. Okay. All right. We're going to fast forward because I'm telling you at the very beginning of this, I said, do you ever have a plan that you've put into place? You've worked it out. You've gotten all the kinks out. You have created this thing that has been flowing and just sailing. And then whoop, the rug gets pulled out from under you. For 12 years, 10 years, that's what was happening with me. I had created a system that was working so smoothly that I just needed to do little tweaks here and there, right? COVID hit, we tweaked a little bit, right? But by COVID, you guys were all on board with my online stuff, right? So all of a sudden, let's back up for a minute. I started off my career on YouTube. YouTube was the platform of choice for me. I did videos. I was able to interact with people with a visual basis, which I think is really important, right? For connection. They knew me. They got to know me. And I was able to connect with them, right? So YouTube was it. And then all of a sudden, Facebook kind of showed its strong presence. And I kind of migrated a little bit. I've not exited from YouTube, don't get me wrong. But I kind of made my presence more known on Facebook for the last, I'd say 6 or 7 years. And so what was 80% of my business being run on YouTube, I would say 80% of my business, maybe even 90% of my business was being run on Facebook, because I had the ability to do my VIP group, I had my team group, I had my business page, and then I had my personal profile, and then you have Messenger, right? So it kind of had all of the elements that I needed for communication with my customers and my team. Well, in June of this year, or last year, Facebook said no more. And I remember telling my team, what would you do if you woke up tomorrow and Facebook was gone? And everybody was like, oh, I don't know. But when you are faced with it, you have got to make that decision. There was a digging in of my heels, or a quitting question that came into mind very quickly after 2 weeks of not having access to Facebook. I'd lost all access to my VIP group, to my team group. I no longer had the ability to do any type of advertising to try and gain new customers through my Facebook page. And I'd lost connection to my family and friends, which were part of my marketing, right? Everybody helps you to market your business. I'd lost all of it. Gone. The only thing that I could do was Messenger. And we all know how we love being in a group message because you either shut the notifications off, which means you're not really seeing everything that's going on in there, or you exit, you leave it, right? You just totally get out of it because it's just too annoying, right? So I had a question that I was presented with after a couple weeks of trying to deal with this. Either I could dig my heels in, or I could quit. And I will be the first to tell you that I was this close. No matter how much I had created, no matter how much I had done, no matter how much I had achieved, the frustration and the overwhelmingness of this obstacle was so powerful that I was that close to quitting. Can you imagine how many people have been blocked off of Facebook that have come to that decision of, do I quit or do I try to figure something else out, right? So obviously, because here I am making a video to present to you all, I dug my heels in. Digging heels in means mindset. If you don't even have a glimpse of hope that whatever you're going to try to do is going to work, then you're not going to dig your heels in, right? If you don't have a glimmer of hope, you will not pursue what it is that you're trying to pursue. Hope is a type of mindset. Grief and quitting and all of those things, that's also a type of mindset. If you don't allow your mind, now here's something that I want you to understand. You are the only person that has the choice to make a decision as to move forward, move back. I'm going to share a story with you. It's called my pothole story. And one of these days, I'm probably going to write a book about it, the pothole. You're driving along in your car on the road, and you come to a pothole that is the size of your car. You've got 4 choices. You either turn around, because you can't go through it, or you decide to go through it. You could go around it, and you could also just sit there, right? So your 4 choices are turn around, go around it, go through it, or sit and do nothing. Okay? Those are 4 choices. You are the only person that can make those choices. You will always run into obstacles that are brought to you from the exterior of you. Your environment will bring obstacles. Your people around you will bring obstacles. But you are the only person that can make the choice on what to do. Dig your heels in or quit. Are you going to turn around and start something new? Are you going to drive through it hoping you come out the other end unscathed? Could happen. Are you going to find a way around it? Right? Find your way around it. Do something different. Try a different way, different avenue, a different approach, a different road. Or are you going to sit there and do nothing and stay idle? Nobody can make that choice for you. Nobody can make that choice for you. And this is how powerful our mind is. Nobody can make you upset, embarrassed, angry, happy, sad. Only you can allow those emotions. Only you can allow those feelings. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, well, if somebody dies, of course you're going to be sorrowful because you choose to be. Have you ever run into a person that when somebody dies, they actually celebrate their life? Because that's a choice they made. This is powerful. You are the only person that can make the choice as to what to do next with yourself. Are you going to dig your heels in, or are you going to quit? And my hope and my desire for you is that no matter what obstacle comes your way, and we've been brought quite a few, that you are actually going to make the choice to dig your heels in and figure it out. Find the resources that can help you. Find the people that will lift you up. But make that conscious decision to move forward. And I want to leave you with this thought. Did you know that at this point in your life, you have successfully overcome 100% of your worst days? I hope you found this helpful. Please reach out to me with any questions that you have. If you just need to be lifted up, reach out. I would love to do that. Happy World Tour. I hope you found this valuable. Maybe you got a little gold nugget or something. Otherwise, have an amazing, amazing event. And I love you all. Bye.